everybody. Welcome to episode 12 of your boy, Trash Talk with GGS. How was everybody's week? G, how was the week, man?
Week was alright, man. Got a little mix up with work. I got thrown off of my comfortable assignment, but like they say, don't put your feet up, yo, and get comfortable. But other than that, everything was good, man. And a blessed week. Made moves, made things happen, and here we are, man.
There it is. What's good, Smells?
Ups and downs, man. My lows was, of course, my Knicks getting bounced up out of here. Oh, man. It hurt, but, we'll be back next year, as we always say. But,
got a lot of crying joy memes this past week.
Yeah. I mean, aside from that, a lot of good stuff. Good albums supposedly dropping and whatnot. Your boy Banks is finally back in the mix. He dropped a new album. I had to give a little listen to that. I had to listen to that little the joint with Little Baby and Little Durk. So it was pretty much a good week. Aside from my Knicks, that kind of really.
Don't let the fact that the Knicks lost hurt you, because the Mets are in first place.
I know. But when it comes to my Mets, B, it's too early.
Yeah, I mean, you want to wait. You want to see what it is that's in September.
Yeah, I'm just watching, and I'm just watching from a distance with a smile, but I'm not gonna talk that talk yet.
We'll see. Yeah, I had a good week too, man. Out here grinding on his Twitch, grinding on his YouTube, man, trying to make some of myself. Things happen in life and trying to just block out stuff, distractions that take me away from the goal. You know what I mean? That's everybody. Everybody got their distractions.
Word up.
And you just got to push through, man. But that's it. I'm ready for episode 12. Let's get it going. So before we even started the pod, we was some music and we was talking about a couple things, and I wanted to pod it. So Ace Hood. All right. A lot of people, including myself and including anybody with ears, knows that Ace Hood flow was jacked hard by a lot of people, but it was also jacked by Meek. Now, what's crazy about Meek Mill is that if you ask me, in the grand scheme, I think Meek has taken his career further than what Ace Hood did.
Yeah.
Right? Did Meek take what Ace Hood did and just make it better? How do y'all feel about that?
I think it was, I guess it was his timing, his timing, and just, I don't know, man. I guess his timing and just where he was from and the backing that he had out of Philly and all that. And then that whole, thing that he had going on with Nicki put a couple more eyes on him. And it's not like he wasn't nice. Like Meek, motherfuckers fuck with me. So I think it was something. It was just I don't want to necessarily say a matter of circumstance, because that kind of means that he got lucky. But in better terms, it was kind of a matter of circumstance. Like, it was just the things came together for him in the right way.
I mean, what's crazy is that Ace Hood had the backing too.
I don't understand why.
In the beginning,
nah, bro, because with Ace situation was more like the abandoned child situation, where Meek, his big bro, was putting him to the forefront. Meek was getting on everything hot when he first came out. Yeah. Because Rick kept putting him out there like that.
Yeah.
Your boy DJ Khaled was not doing that for Ace Hood. He wasn't.
But I see what you're saying with that, but I am gonna say this. Khaled is the reason for Bugatti. Bugatti was a big fucking hit, and that was
who's really known for that? It's more Khaled. Khaled did that thing that some producers do, where they take the recognition over the artist.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Khaled was more promoting his brand than promoting Ace Hood. He was.
Like, think about the Bad Boy days,
than any of those artists from We the Best Music. But with Meek, Meek had Big Homie that had his back. Like Ross was giving Meek a lot of like love, man. Meek was everywhere.
That's crazy because Ace Hood was on tracks with Rick Ross and Ace Hood stood out. Like it was undeniable. And maybe I'm just an Ace Hood fan and maybe I'm like standing in the corner by myself with this. But like you listen to songs that Ace Hood is on, like that joint We Out Here. I think it was on I think that was on Trials and Tribulations, his shit with Wayne. He kind of outshined Wayne. And Wayne is Wayne. You know what I mean? I mean Bugatti, Future had that hook. I mean, Future's hook on Bugatti is fucking hard. Like the shit is hot. As soon as that shit start, I come looking for you with hate. That shit is crazy. And then Ace Hood come in and just body the entire fucking song. And I think Rick Ross come in at the end. But Ace Hood shined on that. So I just don't understand what happened. Like back then, if 2011, 2012, I would have thought Ace Hood would have had like 7, 8 joints by now. I mean albums.
Yo, it's crazy.
The man.
You just threw me for a loop when you said that whole Future. It made me think, yo, is Pop Smoke like Future but nice? Because if you think about it, how Future touched the hooks, it was an automatic classic. Any Pop Smoke hook is an automatic classic.
It's crazy.
Throw on Christian Dior. As soon as it starts, you listening to it, you're not even hearing too much lyrics, but you just hear what he said. She liked the way that I rock. She liked the way that I move.
And
like the way,
it.
like, and it's just dope. Like, so it's like was he gonna be like the new Future, but more lyrically inclined than Future?
I can see that.
Maybe.
I can see that.
Damn, man, they took a
Sure.
shot on.
But yo, getting back to what you said though about Ace Hood, like think of all of the, like he falls into that realm for me of those fallen soldiers, like a Jay Mills or Saigon, like you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Motherfuckers that was nice with like me, like Saigon. When I first heard Saigon, I was like, yo, he's about like this nigga's nice. He's about to blow, and just faded into the wind, yo. And
it's he was wilding too. He was
he had his moments. He was doing a little too much.
He was wild.
But I mean, but think about that though. How nice he was. It's when you don't really have, when you don't really have people like you said, like really pushing you to the forefront. Even if you want to talk about the bad boy days, because it's not like Black Rob was trash. Black Rob put out basically, for the most part, one album with a couple singles and just faded into the wind. G-Dep, and he wasn't all of that, but Child of the Ghetto, that whole album was pretty tight.
See, and that's
it was one of the things
that's
where
the thing about Biggie, man. Biggie was so nice because Puffy was always trying to like make that thing about him too. But Biggie was so nice that you had to pay attention to him. He couldn't fall back. He wasn't falling back. Like everybody else fell in the back and Puffy got pushed to the forefront. Biggie was so nice that you couldn't forget about him and just pay attention to Puff.
Yo, it's crazy that you say that because I was watching Ace Hood on Drink Champs, right? And he was talking about like he was doing comparison. Like the reason why we really don't hear from Ace Hood like that anymore, and you can go on Spotify, he's on there. He got a joint from 2020. Yeah. But Ace Hood, he was part of We the Best. And he just felt like his career was gonna go wherever Khaled wanted it to go. And it was his job to just sit back and just go with the flow, drop those verses when he needs to, drop that album when he's asked to, and just kind of mindlessly keep going. And that's why I respect that man. Because he was like, you know what? I don't want to do it like that. If I'm dope, they gonna fuck with me regardless. So he wanted to do independent.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm gonna double back real quick because he was talking about Snoop. And like Snoop back in the day, like he left Dre, but Dre was still fucking with him. Even after he left Dre. Yeah. Because that's how dope Snoop was. Biggie, to your point, G, Biggie could have left Bad Boy. He was
leaving Bad Boy.
To do whatever, to go independent, whatever.
Yeah, he was about to do his own label. That's why he was pushing Junior Mafia like that.
Puffy would have still fucked with him.
That's why some people say that he's dead.
Wow.
But like I said, that's the thing. When you if you got that push, because even staying on that topic, like I said, Black Rob didn't really blow, but Mace, he blew up.
And Mace is kind of trash.
Yeah, but Harlem World was bumping everywhere, yo. Shiny suits and all. All of them joints, and it's just it was one of them things, like when you say Ace Hood, and like it's just, and if he opted to say, all right, fuck that, I'm not gonna move like that, I salute that. But that's why he's not where he is, or where he should be.
Yup.
That's really what it boils down to, if you ask me.
But from what I saw, I mean, he, like, Ace Hood was never stupid with his money. You know what I mean? Like, it's cats out here, they get paid and they spend it before they even get it.
Yeah, they spend that advance quick.
Ace Hood is genuinely a good dude. Wanted to do it on his own. I'm gonna put out my own music. I'm set for life regardless, and I'm gonna just do this my way. You really kind of have to respect that.
Yo, that's why, even though at times I find him hella corny, but yo, much respect to Chance the Rapper. He bypassed all of them deals, yo. And the dude's a millionaire on his own, yo. I can respect that. He about to make the Black Home Alone and all that. Yeah.
I think Chance the Rapper is corny.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Corny.
Like, aside from No Problems, which is a bop, I don't really rock with Chance music like that. But
like when
you gotta respect how he moved.
He was this great MC and all this, that, and the third. I tried to give him a listen, and I just can't say somebody nice because everybody else says that he's nice.
Yeah, no, never that.
And it's just because he was different. It's like, yo, come on with that shit, man. Like, I've heard worse, but that's just not my type.
Like, I don't rock with him like that, but I respect the way he moved, though. I respect that.
No, I thought that as a lyricist, that Chance the Rapper was gonna be like, if he kept going and actually got, like, my shit with Chance. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now, but I'm gonna try to formulate it right. Chance the Rapper is nice, but he tries to go on like this path, like this lane where it's a kind of alternative, kind of. Yeah, in a way, like he was on one of my favorite y'all know who SZA is. Am I saying her name right? SZA is SZA.
Yes,
it's SZA. Okay, yeah. I fucks with SZA. Yeah, I love her. Off of I believe it's her first album. There was a joint called Child's Play with Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, I remember that joint. I got her first album.
I never really heard of him before I heard that song, and Chance gets on there and he's spitting more like poetry. And I'm listening and I'm like, okay. And then I heard a Chance the Rapper song and I was like, nah.
See, my thing with Chance is more when your thing is to be different and then it becomes gimmicky, I think that shit is whack.
He's a gimmick, exactly.
That's like yeah, because you first try to come off like you're organically different, but then when you notice that this is what people are liking, then you're fake different because you're just being different to be different, and that shit is corny to me, son. Like
when you don't do it in a space that really respects and pays homage to the game, you know what I'm saying? You can be different, but when you come off, it comes kind of like Cracker Jack rap, like, if you understand what I'm saying, like just like goofy in a way.
Yeah, like, and I'm not even gonna say goofy. To me, it's a mockery.
Yeah,
it's more of a mockery. It's a mockery to the game because you basically playing on what the fans like. I just feel weird about people that do that shit that he do.
Yeah.
But like if you want to say like different, like Little Dicky, he's different. That's organically different. He's a fucking comedian, man.
And he knows that, and he will stay in that lane, and he will be known for that.
Exactly. But it's like, but he's not like, that's just him. Like Chance the Rapper, it was more so people was glorifying that he wasn't making, I guess, gangster music and cursing and all this, that, and the third, even though he's from crazy ass Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, you don't have to make songs for 5-year-olds. Like every song that you make doesn't have to be for a 5-year-old.
Yeah, that's what when he first came out. That's what people called him, like kind of a Christian rapper.
And that's
I
fake.
do remember that.
And that's not even. And I don't even want to call him Christian rapper.
Yeah, he's not really.
There's dudes that I listen to when it comes to Christian rap, and they're nice.
Yeah.
There's a dude named Bizzle. He's nice. There's a dude freaking whatchamacallit. The other half of whatchamacallit.
Yeah, Malice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malice is nice.
What about
He's
NF?
nice.
You fuck with NF?
Christian rap.
Do you fuck with NF?
I don't know who that is.
White boy? Listen
I don't know
listen to a couple NF joints and tell me what you think.
Okay.
Because NF, he ain't saying no corny shit. He got a good flow, and NF could spit. He's a Christian rapper.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, while we are on the topic of cats who are supposed to be nice and I just can't get with, Common, bro. I can't.
Now let's start on okay, y'all shit on my dude so I can shit on yours. Now what's your thing with Common, yo?
Smooth, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
He comes off as corny to me. Everything about his style comes off as corny to me.
But why though?
I'm sorry.
Why though?
I can't put my finger on it. It's just as soon as he opens his mouth, unless
Son, how you gonna call a nigga corny and say I don't know why?
I'm not gonna say it because it's different. It's so many different things.
Now it gotta be a reason. I have a reason.
But see,
gotta be a reason.
It's hard for me to give reasons because then he has The Corner, and that's one of the hottest fucking songs to me.
That whole album, son. B is a classic.
But then
B
he got
is a classic.
Black shit, bro.
Yeah, but see, The Corner's dope because of Kanye. Because that beat is dope, that hook is dope. I mean, Common get on it and it's like, okay, but when Common's verse is on, it's like, okay, I'm bumping. I can't wait to hear Kanye come back in. I wish I could give you this feeling. I wish I could get. It's like, to me, Common makes music for my grandparents.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Nah, yeah.
I would say
that's
that.
how I feel. If my grandmother come to me and it's like, oh, you listening to that rap, boy, that's garbage. I'd be like, well, here, grandma, why don't you listen to some Common? And she'd be like, okay, I like it. That's how I feel about him. I feel like he's old. I feel like he's old folk music.
Nah.
Common has a very boring vibe to him.
I can see what people are saying. I can see that. I can see that, and I can understand that. And you know why? Because
boring is
where Common was, like when Common dropped, like what was that, 92 when Can I Borrow a Dollar came out. Common was on a regular, regular hood shit. But when he got into what was the name of all of that whole collective that was Them the Roots and all of that, but I forget. But basically when Like Water for Chocolate came out, that's when Common started to get into them quote unquote, like hippie vibes or whatever you want to call it. And he got more into the conscious rap. Even though that's always been his thing, but from then forward, he always got into that. But my thing, why I fucks with Common is because he gives me food for thought in a way that I can ingest it because he's an actual lyricist and can rhyme. When I want to hear my street shit, I turn my locks on. You know what I'm saying? When I want to sit back and get on my grown man shit, and I want a lyricist to do it for me, I do that. That's what I listen to.
You mentioned the word lyricist and then Common, but in the same breath, you would say Lloyd Banks is whack.
Yes, because Lloyd Banks, like you just said, no. But this is my thing, because like you just said, I do not say that Lloyd Banks is not a lyricist. Lloyd Banks' flow is too damn sleepy for me. That shit bores the fuck out of me. He's just like that nigga Loon. Them motherfuckers flows. Like if I want to take a nap, I turn on some Lloyd Banks and he lulls me right to sleep.
Water, my diamonds
I
clear
can't,
like
yo.
water.
I can't, yo. He has that
feel you.
Ben Stein flow, that monotone. I can't deal with that. And you can say Common is boring because of what he spits and what he talks about, and the fact that, you know, he makes albums called Let Love. That's right. And that album was smooth. I enjoyed it as a grown man.
Who bumping it though? Who bumping it though?
At least Banks got a hard voice.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
What's hard about Banks? He sound like somebody's little cousin. I can't listen to that shit.
Let me make this point though for you, bro. Let me make this point real quick. You said that Let Love was smooth. Who's listening to Let Love?
Me.
Right. You and people older than you. Because niggas in their 20s don't give a fuck about Let Love.
That's cool. I'm not in my 20s, so I don't give a fuck about them.
All I'm saying is that Common make music for old folks.
Yeah, but no, son, because B, like, y'all can say what you want, but when B dropped, everybody was listening to that, including the two of y'all niggas.
I only listen to the corner, bro.
You was listening to B.
That's the only song.
And you can't say that, son, because I said a joint off of Finding Forever, and you was listening to that too. I don't know if it was Break My Heart or one of them joints off the next album.
Finding Forever has some joints. See, I'm not saying that I won't listen to Common. I'm not saying that I don't fuck with Common at all. I'm just saying that he's kind of like, he got his joints that I fuck with, but he's just kind of corner. Like, okay, off of B, Corner is crack. Go is like, fucking Testify was dope.
Yes.
And the video for Testify with Taraji P. Henson was also dope too. He got
the
his
people
shit.
Was tight. That's another one off of B. The people was hard.
The people was dope too. Yeah. Wait, hold. The people? No, the people wasn't on B. The people was on Finding Forever.
Oh, not okay. The people. Well, that was dope too. Real People was on B.
Yes.
That was tight. And like I said, it's like I get what you're saying when it's like, all right, when I want to listen to hip hop, is Common the first person that comes to mind, even for myself? Hell no. But when I want to listen to a certain vibe, a certain energy of hip hop, I turn to Common for a certain energy of hip hop, and he's good at it.
See,
that's
and the
why I
crazy
respect
part
it.
is like, what Common, why he really doesn't make my playlist like that, like, is I don't really have a bias against Common like that, but if I want to get into that bag of MCs or listening to that type of music,
there's so many
I
others.
can listen to some. Yeah, like I'd rather listen to Black Thought. I'd rather listen to.
Yeah, but
Nas,
Black Thought is hard shit. Nas is hard shit.
Yes, but they can also make songs like Common, like how Black Thought has that. You got me.
Yeah.
You know, so like they.
And I can listen to that, and Common's part of that listening experience for me. Like, yeah, Black Thought got You Got Me. Black Thought got Clock with No Hands. Nas got One Mic. Like, yeah. But all of that stuff plays, and in that playlist, a Common joint will come on for me.
Man, with me,
because I was
gonna have another song by one of them dudes.
But this is what I'm saying though. Black Thought and Nas are excellent in many lanes. They're excellent in the hard body lane. They're excellent in the conscious lane. And you know, for Nas, he make a couple commercial records. Black Thought, not so much. But Common, when it comes to that conscious lane, like that really somebody that's just really in that lane, and that's where they stay, and that's where they excel at, and that's where they're good at. Who else do you find besides him that really owns that lane? And when I'm in that lane,
J. Cole, son.
Yeah, but J. Cole does multiple lanes. He doesn't own the conscious lane.
I see, but
J. Cole does what Common does, but better, bro.
Hold on.
Okay.
Because maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's why I don't look at Common like that. Because the other people that I'm mentioning, you notice how you keep saying that they could do different things?
Mm-hmm.
I can't do a one-trick pony, bro. That's when you get boring.
I can, because when you're really good at what you do, and I enjoy what you do and you're good at it, I don't care if that's the only thing you're good at. If you're good at it and I enjoy it, I'm going to continue to ingest it.
One thing that they rate,
like when you go to a bakery, son, and they make banging cake, you gonna eat these niggas cake.
I can't say that, bro, because one of the things when people rate albums, as far as hip-hop albums, one thing that plays a big part is the melodic tone of the album and the variety. you can't have the same song over and over and over on the album.
He does, son. You're saying like he makes the same
He
record.
does.
He kind of does though.
He
Yo.
does.
So
It
you're
all
saying
kinda-
B? So you're saying the whole album of B was the same record 13 times?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Word is born, son. That's what you're saying.
Word is born. B wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for Kanye West.
Yo,
Let me
y'all
ask you a
bugged
question.
out.
Let me ask you a question, G. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead, yo.
Real quick. Hold up. What did he say? He was like, real niggas are hard to find like the remote. Do you think that's a dope line?
No,
I don't.
no.
That's your boy.
Okay. And you act like nobody else has dropped trash bars out here. J. Cole's album, For Your Eyes On album, the whole thing was trash. Folding clothes and all that, trash. And I'm a J. Cole fan. Now, one of y'all say that album was crap.
No, the album was crap.
Ever dropped.
Everybody has their moments, yo. Y'all saying it like Common's just like he has nothing going for him. Then how has he been in the game for 30 years, yo? 30 years,
nobody,
bro.
Nah. And Quiet as
Like, you
Kept
can't
is
not respect that.
I don't think that it was just Common's like rapping ability that kept him relevant for all these years. Common is a multifaceted person. Like he acts,
I thought you said he do the same thing over and over. That's what you just said.
when it comes to music, yes. But
Yeah.
as far as the entertainment business, he acts, he does poetry and all this, that, and the third. So he has other things that kept him relevant for the last 25 years.
He's a good actor. I fuck with him as an actor.
Yeah, like, but it's just, I'm sorry.
And that's
it
my
just
and that's
seems like
my
he's
whole
doing the
thing,
same
yo.
song.
Like you just mentioned the poetry thing and all of that, right?
Nah.
Evolution of hip hop, a part of the hip hop culture is poetry, and that's what I'm saying about Common. What he does with his type of lyricism and his elevated thought process, in my opinion, I personally enjoy. Like even some of his spoken word, just like I fuck with some of Jill Scott's spoken word. Like yeah, the flow assist from the Natalie Stewart from Flowetry and shit. Her spoken word is crazy. Like when I want to turn to things like that, I turn to those people for those things, and Common is one of them. That's why I rock with him. I don't see him as a one-trick pony because it's his whole energy that I mess with. That's you know what I'm saying?
It's just that it's hard to attach hip hop vibe to that space. Like I have a hard time putting hip hop and Jill Scott in the same space. You get what I'm saying?
I get
when
what
I
you're
want to
saying.
hear Jill Scott, when I want to hear Erykah Badu, that's a whole different vibe that I'm having versus when I'm on my hip hop vibe. And Common is like a mixture of those worlds.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm an R&B dude just as much as I'm a hip hop dude. So when I want to listen to some laid back shit, he's one of the people I listen to.
Yeah, but it's like you know how sometimes Mary J. Blige would do a song that's too hip hop, and it's like, man, shit.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's just how it be with Common for me.
I rock with you, Common, yo.
I fucks with Common too. He's
No,
just
you
boring
don't.
to me.
No.
He's just
Listen,
boring.
you don't gotta say that you fuck with him just for the pod, bro. You could say that he's
No, keep it 100 because I don't fuck
Keep
with
it a
Lloyd
billion,
Banks.
bro. I don't.
And
fuck
y'all
with
can
him
act,
like
y'all
that.
can do whatever.
If I fucks with at least one song of yours, I can't really just disregard you like that. Just like how I gotta give M his props when we talk about him. If I like at least one song, I'm gonna give you your props.
Yeah, like I
But-
said, I don't discredit Lloyd Banks' rhyming ability. I recognize that.
I
It's
can't
just
believe
that when
you
he
say that he's
rhymes,
bad.
that nigga puts me to sleep.
I'm a warrior.
No, yeah, that he Ben Stein vibes, yo. It all sounds like with some rhyming words, and that's what he gives me, man. That's the vibe that I get from him. I'm not
rather
saying
listen
that
to-
he's
I'd
like
rather
trash,
listen to
but
Buck.
for me and
I'd
how
rather
he
listen
rhymes,
to
he's whack.
Yayo than
bugging.
Banks.
You bugging.
I'd rather listen to Yayo and Buck than Banks.
That's what you
You
saying?
are bugging.
I'm not really a Banks fan like that. I never really have been.
Young Buck He was I don't know what he would be doing nowadays. Yayo is my dude as far as a hype man, but lyrically he is nowhere near Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, I put Yayo in that split star, like, you know what I'm saying? That behind the big man vibe.
But that just goes to show it's not always about lyrics. It's not. No, it's about a vibe.
Which is the truth.
You gotta catch a vibe.
Which is the truth.
What was that Yayo song in like 2005? It was like the 2005 hit. Oh my god!
When he first came out, when he first came home, it was that party joint.
It was the party joint. What the hell?
Oh, niggas, you don't know? Do know what this is?
Yeah.
50 Cent back in that gangster shit. Like, what was that?
What was the name of that song, yo?
Was that on that was on Beg for Mercy, right?
So Seductive.
So Seductive.
Dancing on me. That year.
No, that was on Thoughts of a Predicate, some Thoughts of a Felon or some shit like that.
That was on his first album.
Wasn't that his first joint? Hold on, let me go there.
Was it? I thought
that was on Tony Yayo's album.
Thoughts of a Predicate Felon.
Yeah.
On Tony Yayo album, right?
Yeah. And So Seductive was the song that I was talking about.
Yeah.
That shit is a vibe. I'd rather listen to that than anything Banks. But Banks, he kind of puts me to sleep too. And I'm with G on that, bro.
It's just his tone, like his voice. And not even just his voice, yo. Even when you look at his face, his eyes look all droopy all the time. It's like, yo, son, wake the fuck up and rhyme. It's like, yo, wake up, son. You realize you on TV right now, bro?
Yeah.
Like it always, and that shit used to just irk me. And then I was just like, man, I can't. And like, granted, it's a couple joints that I rock with, G Unit joints, but like you won't catch me listening like banging no Lloyd Banks, yo. Like it's just
hold on, let me ask you this then. I'm very curious. How do you feel about Prodigy?
Prodigy kind of gives me that same vibe, but Prodigy goes extra hard. Yo.
Prodigy is nice.
Yes, that's the thing. Because Prodigy I keep it 100, yo, and I rock with Mob. Prodigy gives me those sleepy vibes too, but Prodigy is way nicer than Banks. Yo.
Nah, Prodigy, you kind of have the sleepy vibes. I feel you on that, but Prodigy's always kind of just had this swag about him.
Yo,
you can't help but fuck with him. So y'all fuck with him over Havoc?
Fuck with who?
Prodigy over Havoc?
Yeah.
I always fuck with Prodigy over Havoc.
Yeah, I gotta say that,
Havoc started coming hard to me. Havoc started catching up to Prodigy when they came out with that remix, that the Quiet Storm remix.
Quiet Storm remix? Yeah.
That's when Havoc started catching up to Prodigy.
Yeah, yo, Havoc bodied that shit.
Yeah.
He bodied that.
Yo. He bodied. And the original, they bodied both them shits, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when I could say the same thing. Like Murder Music was when I was like, yo, Havoc out here. Havoc turning up out here.
Yeah.
And even on Infamy. But like when you said that about Prodigy, it's a joint on Infamy. I think it's called Nothing Like Home or something like that. And Prodigy was rapping about like going out in his house coat with slippers, and that shit was just hard. it was like regular like regular shit, but it was hard, yo. And that was the thing. Like Prodigy gives you those sleepy vibes too, but Prodigy was hard, yo. R.I.P. man.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Prodigy, for real, man. All right, what else we got? Yo, I was watching Smills. Do you watch The Shop on HBO Max? Basically, what it is, like think Drink Champs, but 30 minutes. And that's
what LeBron James.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Jay was on the most recent episode. I would tell everybody go watch it. It's really good. And you know what else was funny? Not nothing. Bad Bunny was on that episode too. And even though he didn't say too much because of he
speak English well.
Right. Exactly. But they asked him about the WWE shit, and yo, big ups to Bad Bunny. This motherfucker moved to Orlando. And fucking practiced and trained for 3 months.
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
Yep.
And like even he said it like Bad Bunny, like they asked him, they was like, is it real or fake? And obviously we know what it is. But like Bad Bunny was like, yo, the way we have to take a bump And then he kind of like displayed it real quick, but in a funny way. He was like, the way we have to take a bump and how that felt, thinking about how someone like Triple H or The Undertaker has been doing that for 30 years.
Yeah, feet up in the air, yo.
Mad respect.
Feet up in the he did like the slip on a banana peel.
Word, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to get to my point though, Jay was talking about DMX. Jay was talking about how when they went on to it was Jay, DMX, Ja Rule, fucking who else was on it?
Meth and Red.
Meth and Red, yeah, exactly. He was talking about how DMX went out right before Jay was gonna close the show. DMX come out before, right? The arena's quiet. And out of nowhere, you just hear boom, boom.
The intro
boom.
to Dark as Hell is Hot.
Yeah, the intro. And like the fucking arena started to shake. And then
that
like
intro is the shit.
but then
best
DMX comes
intros
on, DMX comes on the mic. He ain't even come out to stage yet. He's still in the back and he goes, and the crowd loses it. This motherfucker comes out, kills it, takes the shirt off, the ladies start going crazy, all of that, and he ends his set with a prayer. He got the whole crowd crying, and then he goes back and looks at Jay, and he's like, all right, it's your turn.
So Jay has to go out on some
word. That's a hard act to follow, bro, even for someone like Jay. That's how dope DMX was.
First he got the dudes, then he got the ladies, then he made everybody emotional. And then Jay was like, and then I gotta go out, and you hear, it's the hard knock life. It's like, what do you do, yo?
You gotta watch that. You have to watch it.
Yeah, it
It's
was
dope.
good, man.
It's dope. And they got some pretty good episodes. Like I was looking through the catalog or whatever. Like they got Obama on there. They got one.
That was a good one.
Drake was on there one time. But I like the dynamic because you had Jay-Z, Bad Bunny, LeBron, and then I forgot Shorty's name, who's in the WNBA. Like it's like a whole.
That's kind of the premise of the show because I watched them all. He basically brings, because was it Roddy Ricch on that episode? Because he brings a hip hop artist too.
With the one with Jay?
Oh, I guess Jay was a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
But what he does, he brings a hip hop artist. He brings some NBA and some NFL players. He brings a WNBA player, and then he brings just certain people. Like he had one with Whoopi Goldberg and Stacey Abrams. Like it's a dope little conversation piece, man.
It's dope.
Interesting concept.
And what I like about it is 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In and out.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch for sure.
Like he had that one with fucking Tiffany Haddish, Patrick Mahomes, and he had it was Tiffany Haddish, Patrick Mahomes, and Chadwick Boseman.
Oh my god,
that was one of the last things Chadwick did,
I gotta watch that like tonight as soon as we're done.
Yeah, it was a good one. Chadwick didn't say too much, but just to see him in that dynamic, in that space, knowing what he was going through at that time.
Yeah, that be changing the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like cats don't know, man. Like you don't know what somebody's going through, and like what really sucks is when we heard the news and what happened, I started to go back and look at like pictures of him when he was starting to get sick or whatever. And I remember people on social media was clowning him for it. They were like, "Oh,
crackhead and all that."
They was calling him like terrible names and all of that stuff because they didn't know.
Yeah.
And it's like when the shit happened, it's like
that's why clowning people.
Because you never know.
You don't know what they going through. Is
exactly
crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
And like even on the show, you'll see the way that he's dressed. You'll see, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
That he's trying to wear like bigger clothes to kind of hide it.
Exactly.
Yo, that's oh my god.
But much respect to him for him to have put out the work that he did and just kept going. Like the Five Bloods came out, he was going through it. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, he was going through it, and he did phenomenal work. And even before Black Panther, James Brown, Jackie Robinson, he did phenomenal work, man.
I still got to see Jackie Robinson, man.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, son. Yeah.
Wow, man. All right. In other music news, I saw that Drake was out here with his son at a Laker game, but he wasn't sitting with his son for his son's safety, which I kind of do understand for a second. But this kind of brings me, because I'm looking at his son, and then I'm going back in my head, and I remember when Pusha T made the Story of Adnan? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Or something like that? Yeah. And everybody expected that to be, well, not the end of Drake, but everybody expected the decline of Drake to start right there. And and y'all could school me, because maybe I'm wrong, but since then, has Pusha T really put anything out or been in the limelight since then?
As Drake?
No, not as much as Drake. Obviously,
Drake, ever since that, Drake has taken a hit, son. It's never been the same for him since.
Okay.
If you really want to go from that point up to now, it's never been the same.
Because that was 2018 when I came out?
Yeah, that battle kind of did no good for either one of them. Because it made Pusha look like a bully, but it did expose Drake.
But he survived it, man. Because everybody thought, because the biggest battle that everybody thought that it was going to end his career was 50 and Ross. 50 smashed your baby moms and put your pictures out and all. Ross still out here, yo.
Yo, that was when I knew that 50 wasn't gonna beat Ross, bruh. When he lost head to head to Kanye. That's why when he was, I knew he
Graduation
was
in Curtis.
Kill Ross
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, man, I'll never forget that, because both of those albums dropped on 9/11, and I have my own attachment to 9/11 and the whole tragedy or whatever, but I ain't gonna get into that. But 9/11 happened, and you had Kanye versus 50, and 50 was if Kanye sells more,
I'm gonna retire.
I will retire. And Kanye didn't only sell more, but he bodied
blew him out the water, yo.
He bodied.
Yep.
And he should have known that, yo. A follow-up to Late Registration was the greatest Kanye album, son. So the next album people was and Graduation wasn't trash either.
No,
Graduation was
no.
the last of the best. If you ask me, of Kanye albums, the first three, those were the best Kanye albums.
Yep.
What about My Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Oh yeah, you got.
It was tight. It was tight, but that 3-pack, yo, that 3-pack in the beginning, though.
Is where it stops, I think. For me, I think that's where it stops.
Nah, 808s isn't in that conversation. And did Yeezus come out before my?
Nah, that was after.
Came out after.
That was after.
Well, then
because
you got to take 808s out
that was Kim Kardashian and Kanye.
That was. I see why he didn't put no artwork or nothing in that cover, because chuck that one right on in the trash. I don't need no artwork. I don't need none of that. But that 3-pack, yo, and it's a lot. It's not a lot of artists that came out with a hard body 3-pack, because to start off their career, I should say. Because I keep it 100, son. Volume 1 and Volume 2, and Reasonable Doubt. Volume 1, man, is shaky for me when it comes to that first 3-pack. Volume 1 was alright, but it's not a 3-pack if you ask me. And J. Cole almost had the 3-pack, but
Nas got the 3-pack.
What we got? We got Illmatic, I Am, and It Was Written. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a 3-pack. Yeah. J.
No,
Cole
Redman got the 3-pack.
What the album? There's a Dark Side and Muddy Waters, right?
I think that's
Oh, if that's the case, then yeah, that's a 3-pack.
Yeah.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah.
You put Late Registration over College Dropout?
Yes. Yo, Late Registration changed the game, son.
I mean,
it had everything, yo. Everything.
Son.
No, I know, son. But yo, you got even the weak joints on Late Registration was hard. That joint with Paul Wall.
Flashing Lights is on Late Registration, right?
That's on Graduation.
Wait,
that's
which
on
one?
Graduation?
Flashing Lights. That's on Graduation.
That's Graduation, yes.
Okay.
But yo, the joint with what's the name of the joint with Paul Wall on Late Registration, yo?
Oh, you talking about what, Drive Slow, homie?
Yeah. That was kind of the weakest
hard.
joints, but on the flip side,
That's
when they
hard.
slowed the beat down and did the chop
that
and
song
screw,
is hard, bro.
that's what I'm saying, yo. And that's one of the weaker joints on Late Registration.
Yeah, that's
then you got We Major, yo. Oh my god.
Yeah, with Nas.
As soon as those horns come on, it's like,
yo, that's it,
my
yo.
God.
Yes.
Didn't he
It's
have the
mad
joint with,
loud.
wasn't the
That's
joint with
hip-hop
Cameron
loud
on there
for no
too?
reason.
What was the joint with him and Cam?
That was on Purple Haze. That was on Cam album. That's what you talking about?
No. You talking about Down and Out?
Yeah.
Nah. I'm talking about it was it like the shit came on where the voice was like, "We driving home."
Oh
yeah.
I forgot about that,
That's
yo.
the joint.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
Cam killed it on that too.
I forgot about that, yo. Yeah.
That joint was hot, for real.
Yeah.
I think
yo,
it's
late,
called Gone. I think it's Gone.
Yeah, that is the name of it. That's the name of it.
Yo, Late Registration for me is Kanye's greatest, man. For me personally. That
You know
album
what's so
was just-
fucking great about Kanye West when he first came out is that we can really sit here and talk about Late Registration versus College Dropout. We can give our own reasons why one is better than the other, and we would all be right.
Yes.
And you know what I'm going to throw on top of that? We're going to circle this all the way back to Chance. Kanye was different, but you see how dope he was, and he wasn't boring.
Yeah. And the things that, and what I liked about Kanye is that his albums necessarily didn't, like, they weren't like a continuous album in the space that everything like flowed, like you said, like you got Drive Slow, then you got that, you got We Major, then you got the joint with Cam, and even like Roses was hard, the joint where he's talking about his grandmother and all that.
Yeah.
Like it's just a whole lot of different
Even
stuff
Hey
with
Mama.
the way he put, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
my joint.
Yeah.
That's my
Ooh, you
joint.
making me reconsider my
And
shit.
that and yo, what's the name too, son? Addiction.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
that beat was hard, yo. That beat was hard.
Wow.
Yeah, Late Registration, man. You must have forgot, son.
All right, so let's
Shout
talk
out
about
to
it.
the old Kanye, man.
Let's talk
Shout
about it
out
real
to the
quick.
old Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye's mom never dies. He never gets with Kim Kardashian, never gets with Amber Rose. Fuck all of that. Straight edge. Is Kanye then in the conversation? Okay, hold on. Let me tread back real quick. Let's say that he makes 3 more dope albums like Dropout, Registration, and Graduation. After that, to this day, is Kanye the GOAT? Think about his producing too.
I mean, Kanye was one of the ones like that he has that I produce and I rhyme shit down, because Dre rhymed, but Dre didn't pen his shit.
Kanye didn't pen his shit, man. Niggas was ghostwriting for Kanye.
Not
Kanye,
yeah,
You think so?
yeah.
I
People
know
wrote
so.
for Ye, but not
Drake
but not
was
to the
writing for Kanye. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Who was? You said Drake.
Drake wrote for Ye. Yeah.
Drake.
But
What about the first 3 albums?
I was like, I don't know who was like. That's the thing. Once you know that you paying for ghostwriters, who knows how many ghostwriters you had in the past?
yeah,
And
but
you're
I
the
don't think his whole
producer.
catalog was penned by somebody else, yo. I can't say
I
that.
ain't gonna
I
say
can't
pen,
say
but
that.
I'm not gonna say that he wasn't getting help on the joints that we know is dope. He, of course, probably got tight lyrics, this, that, and the third, but I can't put him in the same bag as 100% MC. I put Kanye in that producer bag shit. I look at him like a Dr. Dre.
Nah,
Really?
his Dre
Yeah,
shit
I
was
can't
penned.
look at
All
him
the
as a
Dre
rapper.
shit was penned.
I can't look at Kanye as no rapper, bro. He's a producer that can rap.
Wow.
Just like how J. Cole is a rapper that can produce. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I can't put Kanye in that GOAT hip hop. That shit's it's disrespectful to people that actually put that pen to work. Like Cool G rap has been doing for 45 years.
And I guess I'm talking hypotheticals here.
I would say this though. I think if Kanye's mom didn't die, we probably would have got more albums like that. Because that's when things started to change. Kanye
would have been the greatest producer in hip hop ever.
Yeah. Like I think that's what really started him on that different path, and then just getting mixed up with all that other stuff, yo. It was just one of them things where you just like, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
And now Kanye, man. Now he broke up with Kim, but he's lost. He's gone already. He been gone. He make a gospel album or something like that.
When did they break up?
They got divorced.
They got divorced, B.
Has anybody seen or heard from Kanye since then?
He's still in Wyoming. Last I heard.
Hopefully he's doing well, because you know that man is not mentally tight.
I know, yo. I don't even want to think about it, yo. But like Kanye, this is gonna be fucked up to say, but I can't help but think it. Kanye, everything that he goes through, and like paparazzi, like a couple years ago, I thought that Kanye was gonna commit to sue, and we was all gonna be sitting back like, I can't believe we just lost Kanye.
Yeah. See, I look at Kanye more like, if that snap switch was to get hit, I don't think he has it in him to do that. But I can see Kanye snapping and doing some stupid shit like shooting a fucking cop right in his face in broad daylight. For getting pulled over for some bullshit. I can see him just snapping like that, son.
Yo, y'all remember when Kanye was having that interview with Sway?
How Sway?
He said, "What?"
No, he wasn't even. Hold on, he wasn't even looking at it. He's looking like over here. How Sway? Yo,
yo. He was like,
I was like,
Sway was like, hold up. He was like, hold up, Kanye, because, you know, I know how it is, because, you know, I got my own clothing line and all that. Kanye was like, what's the name of your clothing line? We don't know. Like, what he said, he was like, I am Michael Jordan in the flesh, Walt Disney, Nike.
Yo, speaking of Kanye and speaking of the shop, yo, it was an episode on there with when Kevin Hart was on there. And Kevin Hart was talking about when he met Kanye. And he was like, yeah, I was just talking to Kanye. I was saying something to him. Just out of nowhere, Kanye was like, okay, me and Kim about to fuck. Goodbye. And just walked away. Like, I could see him doing some shit, just being off like that. Like,
that's crazy. You know that means he wasn't paying not a damn attention to what that man was saying.
Yeah.
He was thinking about that ass. Yeah. I don't blame him.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I wish. That's what I always said. Like, I wonder if that tragedy wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, fell upon Kanye, just how big would he really have gotten, and how much more music, not just from Kanye, but on behalf of Kanye.
Okay.
Because we would have got, like you said, like Common, like Being Fine and Forever were produced by Kanye, but then Common flipped over to Pharrell for Universal Mind Control, and yes, I will admit this, Universal Mind Control was trash.
What was that shit that Common came out and he was like, yo,
I don't know.
I want to be the new Africa Bambaataa with this joint. And it's like, no.
That one was bad.
Your shit is
now corny. When he got back into his bag with Nobody Smiling and Black America, those were two good albums. But yeah, Universal Mind Control now. But like, just imagine like the music that we would have gotten, not just from Kanye, but from other artists, yo. It would have been, I think we missed out, yo. Unfortunately, man. Kanye just wasn't able to, you know, bounce back. And I mean, shit, you lost your mom, so I can't even.
And you lost her on some bullshit. Like,
yeah.
That's hard. Like,
that's what made it even worse. It was like, yeah, I'm about to just go get a quick little nip tuck, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then next thing you know, you getting a phone call, and it's like, what? The fuck are you talking about?
That's enough to make somebody go. And Kanye always kind of had that in him. Like, you can see he kind of had that crazy there, but he kind of kept it dormant.
Yeah.
And then after all of that shit happened, now next thing you know, he done lost his whole shit.
But we still got these joints, man. We got them Kanye albums. We got these Kanye songs. What's the name?
Yeah,
Still one of my favorite. Guess Who's Back? That
He
Scarface
put his
joint. That's
stamp
one of
on
my
it. Like, you
favorites.
can't. That's another dude that you can't talk about hip hop.
Oh, Kanye produced that?
Guess Who's Back? Yeah.
Talk to me, man.
Yes. That one of my favorite Kanye joints, and that was early Kanye, yo.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a billion with you, yo. Kanye's mom never dies. He never gets with Kim. He drops 4 other late registration albums. Then we could have that conversation. We could have that conversation. But okay,
he'll
we
be one
could
of,
have that best
be on that
producer.
list of greatest producer all time, like
Right.
because he's already in that conversation. If you ask me right now, with just that catalog of work, because let's not front, yo, that little 7-track. We was just talking about the 7-track. What the fuck? Who was just talking about that one at Drake, yo?
Pusha T.
Yeah, that Daytona shit. That was produced by Kanye. That shit was tight, yo.
Yeah.
That shit was tight. When Kanye was on that little 7-track album shit, and he did one for Pusha T. He did one for somebody else. Who was it, Kid Cudi or somebody like that?
He did a whole album with Kid Cudi.
He did Pusha T, Kid Cudi, Nas.
Yes, yes.
What's the chick name? The singing chick that messed with Iman Shumpert? You know the chick, man. The singing chick. And she got the 6-pack. I forget.
I know. I can see her face. I can't call her name.
Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Google.
Yeah, that Nas album. That was what, King's Disease, right? Or no?
I like the Nas album. A lot of people said it sounded like it was thrown together, but I like that joint that they did with the Slick Rick. That was a Nas album with the kids on the cover. What the hell was the name of it? What are you talking about?
The Nas album that Kanye did was the artwork was the kids standing on the cover like up against the wall and What the hell was the name of it though? I gotta look.
Oh, I forget the name of the album.
But yeah, that joint with Nas, Kanye, and the Dream.
King's Disease?
Nah, King's Disease was the last album that he put out.
Oh, you talking about Nasir?
Yes. Yeah. That was the Kanye produced joint.
Yeah.
And the joint on there that he did, the joint with with Kanye, Nas, and the Dream that he did, that joint was tight too.
The Dream.
Everything.
The Dream was my guy. I used to like it.
However that joint
For
goes.
a second, yeah, the Dream was dope.
Yeah, he had his time too. Yeah, that Nas album wasn't bad.
And didn't he have Christina Milian back in the day?
Yes, he did. He put Babies All in there and all of.
God bless that man.
Nice.
Lucky bastard.
Lucky bastard. Yo, we got Jim Jones out here saying that he'll body Lil Baby and J. Cole in the booth. All right.
Now, granted, Jim Jones did sound good on that Rosenberg track with Ghostface, but come on, son. P.S. Yo, that's another sleeper.
Next
topic. The Weatherman? I fuck with the Weatherman. Out here doing real weathering. But don't step in the booth with J. Cole, son. You're not. Don't do that, yo. Especially not this J. Cole that just popped up on his album, son. Yeah. You don't want none of that, yo.
Jim Jones was always like, on some crazy shit, I fucked with Hell Rell just a little bit more than Jim Jones. Hell Rell, I'm not gonna say he was nice. Was that dude. I'm not gonna say he was nice, but Hell Rell was a whole vibe.
Hell Rell was that dude.
Hell yeah.
The thing that fucked Hell Rell up was when it was this internet era when they started exposing him. When you seen him get punched in his face in the store and all of that crazy, that fucked his whole shit up, man. He ran on his moms, bruh.
You said what? He did what?
The video when he got duffed out, he was eating food with like his moms in them, and he like. That whole Hell Rell shit, and that was my guy too, man.
I fucked with him.
It was y'all Jersey cats, man. Y'all hoodlum ass Jersey cats.
Oh, we the hoodlum.
Oh, us.
We the hoodlum.
Man, you's a Jersey cat now, nigga. You've been here for like 10 years.
But
fuck out of here, son.
We the hoodlums, Mr. Far Rockaway.
Yeah, and then if you want to talk y'all home Queens, y'all nigga, what? We the hoodlum,
man. Nah,
what's them niggas over in Far Rock?
Joel's was always nicer than Jim Jones. to me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Jewel's was purple haze era Cam.
Jewel's was Cam Jr.
But Jewel's had better metaphors.
I like
I'm just saying, as far as the one that was the face was Cam, and then Jewel's was like his
Lil Man.
Yeah,
because he came out when he was what, like 17, 18?
Yeah, he was young on some little C shit.
Word. Yeah, man. That's all I got.
I don't think he wanted with J. Cole, yo. Not right now.
Of course he doesn't. He's just out here talking.
Who would Jim Jones be good in the verses against though? I never even gave that any thought.
If you want that Sleepy Joe flow, him and Lloyd Banks, yo.
Nah, Jim Jones would kill Lloyd Banks. Jim Jones, let's be honest, Jim Jones.
Jones got bars.
And he has hits.
Jim Jones ain't got no bars. He stole bars from stack bundles. Come on. That's why I said next topic. I don't
get
even
him back in that bag.
Jim Jones. I don't want
because I forgot about that. Put him in that bag.
Yeah,
he kind of look like stack bundles.
Son, I don't want to talk about this Jim Jones shit.
Why Jim Jones got you so tight for, son?
A lot of people in far right
feel
that stack is dead because of Jim Jones.
Oh, really? Okay. I got you.
Oh, that's different talk.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. All right, I got you. I won't go there. Yo, that's all I got for music news. If y'all ain't got nothing else, then we could transition into this old verse new, because I actually listened to the song.
Oh, you ain't.
Yeah,
do I gotta get the trumpets ready, or you Gucci this time?
You can hold those trumpets. You ain't gonna need them.
I ain't gonna need them.
I got you.
All right, then let's get into this old versus new then.
You know what? Maybe you might want to have the trumpets just on deck.
Let me warm it up.
Because you never know. Okay. Don't play the whole thing. All right, we ain't there yet. All right. So, old verse new for this week, we got a classic. All right. Big Daddy Kane ain't no half step. All right. And this was kind of easier because of his flow.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So if I don't get this right,
Kane had that 90s flow.
Right. Versus,
I got it ready. Don't worry about it.
Versus Boonk Gang. Hashtag Boonk Gang is the name of the song.
It's really a Boonky Boonks out here?
Yo. I'm telling you.
Let me ask you this, because this is the thing that be throwing me off. That Boonk Gang, is that the same dude that was doing all that stupid shit on the internet?
No, I think you're talking about Trippie Redd.
Nah. That Boonk, I could have sworn he wasn't doing those practical jokes, running around doing crazy shit to people, like running up and smacking them in the back of the head and shit. And
he probably was. He probably was. I can't confirm that. He got
hospitalized or shot over some shit like that.
Yeah, I really can't confirm that. I don't know. You're probably right, because I mean he seems like the type.
Okay.
But all right. So Big Daddy Kane ain't no half step. Here we go. And the part where he spells out his name, if I fuck it up, I'm sorry. All right.
That's the hottest part.
I know. So I'm gonna try real hard, bro. I'm gonna try. All right. Here we go. Rappers stepping to me. They want to get some, but I'm the Kane. So yo, you know the outcome. Another victory they can't get with me. So pick a BC date, cause you're history. I'm the authentic poet to get lyrical. For you to beat me is gonna take a miracle. And step into me, yo, that's the wrong move. So what you want, Hobbs? Dope or dog food? Competition, I just devour. Like a pit bull against a chihuahua. Cause when it comes to being dope, hot damn, I got it good. Now let me tell you who I am. I'm the BIGDADDYKANE. I did good.
Okay.
Dramatic, Asiatic, not like many. I'm different, so don't compare me to another, cause they can't hang. Word to your mother.
Classic.
Boonk Gang Lil Boogie Boonks. Hashtag Boonk Gang. Here we go. All right. Coming round my way. Nigga better duck, boy. And I apologize for the excessive use of the N-word. Nigga talking real slick. You done fucked up, boy. Goddamn, you done lucked up, boy. Cause you know I never miss. I be on my shit. Boonk Gang. Yo, bitch on my dick. Boonk Gang. BBS on my wrist. Bust down. I might just pull up a Rari. What now? I might just buy me a rocket launcher. Money can't fit in my pocket. Rocket. I'm in the club with that bitch. Watch it. Talking that shit is gonna hit. Stop it. I might just buy me a rocket launcher. Money can't fit in my pocket. Rocket. I'm in the club with that bitch. Watch it. Talking that shit is gonna hit. Stop it.
I got it. Yo, what was that? He really went rocket launch.
Yes.
That's
Launcher was the ad lib on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, man. And
So that's your old versus new for the week.
launch.
Launch.
I'm about to make that a drop, yo.
Wow.
I'm just gonna drop that random times.
But see, that's the thing. If that's the same Boonk Gang that I think it is, I look at that dude more of a comedian. Like, I don't look at him as no real rapper.
He claimed to be a real rapper.
Yeah.
And if you go on his Spotify and you look at like his top songs, they got downloads. Millions.
It might be
of them.
somebody else. Then. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. I'm gonna just make sure.
But it's just so easy for you to become a rapper these days. And I think that's really what has affected the quality of music the most, yo. And no hating on people that's out here trying to get their bag. And if somebody offer you a bag and you take the bag,
That's that.
take the bag.
That's the dude, son. He was running around doing wild shit on like pranking niggas, like doing crazy stuff like that. And I think he got shot over that shit, bro.
Because people don't like that, especially if you're doing it in the hood.
You probably shouldn't run up on somebody in the hood and smack him in the back of the head.
Like, what was that dude? My name is Tyrone, and I'ma fuck your wife.
Yo,
The fights he got into.
Tyrone.
Yo,
He used to do wild shit.
Didn't he
But
get
half
punched?
the motherfuckers he
got
ran up
punched
on
in
was
the
scared because
face.
he was brolic anyway. Yo, he was about to catch one of these, yo. Like
that's what I
about
thought.
to
Somebody
shake that
almost shot him or
nigga.
something.
He ran up on his crew of dudes, yo. They jumped up and it got real.
See, he stopped with the "I fuck your wife" shit because that shit right there is like, yo, who the fuck are you talking to type shit. And he was just running up to people smoking cigarettes and just knocking it out
their
their
hand.
hand.
Yo, he ran up to this dude and slapped all his grocery bags out his hand, took his donut, bit that shit, and said, "My name's and I'm gonna fuck yo." Mind you, his girl standing with him.
Oh my god.
And granted, this was a dude that looked at him and saw he was mad brolic and ain't want no work. But it's like, yo. Then he ran up on like some real dudes. And remember him and that dude, the other dude, Brody? I got a bald head. Remember that dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dude. I got a bald head. Used to be running around. The other big dude that used to do the same shit. Him and Brody had like a celebrity boxing match, and Tyrone in the ring running from him and kicking him and shit. So I'm like, yo, you just big for nothing, yo.
Wow.
Like, come on, son.
He is kind of brolic, but he probably can't fight for nothing.
Nah, he a gamer, yo. He be playing. He ain't doing nothing like that. He did that joint to K Slay one time in the studio. He was probably about to get shot. But like, people do them type of antics, and them other dudes that be doing them pranks, the Jalails or whatever, that always play that song that run, burn, throwing like bomb bags.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That
one of them
dubstep
almost
shit.
got hemmed up one time, yo. Like,
Yo,
people
I've been
playing
seeing
out here.
some
It's a different
funny
speed.
shit though. Like, it'll be like they'll have a little girl dressed like the Ring girl, and it'll be like Middle of the night, cats is walking in the street. They turn the corner and they see her, and she start running after them, and then you just hear run.
Yo, they did one where they was in like a parking garage, and it was just like a little weird boy, like people get off the elevator, and the next thing you know, you see fucking, you know, Slender Man and shit.
Yeah.
There's some, I guess a dude on stilts coming around the corner, Slender. Yo, my man grabbed this girl, snatched her up by the arm. She fell. He put her on her back, piggyback, and they was gone.
Yo, it's some funny ones out there, like cats slipping and falling and just like scrambling.
Yo, did you see the one? So it was one where these cats was on a yacht or something, just chilling. Boat pulls up, they throw a bag on the boat. Yo, jumping in the water, motherfuckers is out, yo. They out.
That bag shit is crazy. Fucked up, though.
Yeah, it is.
Smills, do you know what we talking about? Do you know what we talking about? You don't know what we talking about?
Yeah, you got Jalal, yo.
It's a dude that dresses in like Arab garb. From the turban down to the sandals.
I think I did see, okay, I've seen him.
And he got a book bag, and he'll like throw a book bag at somebody and run away.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, yo.
Yeah.
That's racist as fuck, but that's fucked up, yo. All right, that's all I got for music news. I got some stuff with sports and some movie news, but before we do that, G, what you got, man?
Oh, well, I thought we was gonna get into the what's the name, yo.
What?
I mean, all I got for me is tomorrow.
Oh, the Floyd.
Because today is actually Saturday. We had to film our joint on a different day because tomorrow, Mayweather versus which Paul? Logan
Paul.
Mayweather versus some Paul dude that's probably gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Some Paul
dude. Happening.
You know what I was doing? I was watching the Mayweather versus McGregor fight.
It's free on YouTube. I'm watching It's free on YouTube now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as I'm up there watching it, I was like, you know what? This is what he's gonna do to Logan Paul, because basically all Floyd was doing in the beginning was playing around with Conor McGregor. When he got tired of Conor McGregor, he started boxing his fucking face in, son.
Yeah.
And then the ref stopped the fight. That's what's gonna happen tomorrow. He's probably gonna play around with Logan for like 2 rounds. If he gets hit hard, he's gonna stop playing and he's gonna beat the brakes off of that cat.
Yeah. It's gonna be the same old Floyd school of boxing that we always see, yo.
I just want Floyd to stop doing these kind of fights because he's risking making a mockery of boxing, because God forbid
he gets knocked out.
Catches. Yes.
Yeah.
What does that say about that whole division in boxing?
That tarnishes his legacy.
That's to me. It's more
boxing.
But to me, for me, it's more him than it is boxing, because remember, regardless of what Floyd is doing and what he achieved and accomplished in boxing, he's no longer a boxer. He's retired from the sport. So what he's doing now is basically doing what he wants to do and televising it, and just so happens that because of his name alone, like, people are going to pay to see it, because there's still those people out here that just want to see Floyd lose, and there's people out here that just want to see him just put a clinic on this dude because he got a big fucking mouth. If Floyd gets knocked out, yo, I'm not gonna say, I'm not watching boxing no more. He made the shit trash. Like, Floyd's not a boxer.
That doesn't tarnish boxing, because if you got any Joe Schmo that he's not even he doesn't even have a professional win yet.
Exactly.
And he knocks out somebody.
No, he does.
50 other
no, he doesn't.
dudes.
He doesn't.
He's 0-1.
He doesn't.
He's
have
0-1. Nah.
He doesn't have a win.
Okay.
So if this dude knocks out the person that's beat 49 other boxers that's supposed to be at the top of their game in that division, what does that say about boxing? When anybody that can walk off the street can just put down the dude that none of y'all can see.
You can't say anybody off the street.
Floyd should have stayed retired, yo.
You can't say anybody off the street, though, because, I mean, even though Logan Paul is a Joe Schmo to us, he has been trained.
Yeah, but he's still not
He's a no
That
name
was
in the
a
boxing.
fight.
He's not a professional fighter and doesn't have those years in that these dudes that's been in the ring with Floyd have.
I got you.
For me,
Like,
I just don't even.
We saw, put it like this. We always talk about how impressive Floyd is because of what Canelo has done ever since he fought Floyd. Canelo makes everybody else look like, what are you in the ring? But when he fought Floyd, that's the person he couldn't beat. So if this dude steps in and does what Canelo could not do, whoa, son. Whoa.
Well, I don't see that happening anyway. But my thing is that I don't really like this stuff with the fighting pay-per-view fighters and fighting YouTube stars. I don't really associate this with the sport of boxing because I don't respect it that much. I really, to be honest, I'm more in tune to seeing what the hell's gonna happen to Ocho Cinco tomorrow than what's gonna happen to Floyd.
That's all you keep talking about is that Ocho Cinco.
Who's he fighting?
Some bare knuckle brawler, whatever that's boxing now.
Yo, he's gonna get dropped like Nate Robinson.
That's really what I'm here for. And as fucked up as that may sound, but like this whole spectacle that they're doing with boxing with YouTube people and boxing with MMA fight, I don't associate this with the sport of boxing for me personally. Like these are two separate things for me. Yeah, they lace gloves up and they box in a boxing ring. But when I talk and think boxing, Canelo, Joshua, Wilder, Fury,
right.
That's boxing for me. This shit
is
this
the first time they've ever done anything like this?
To me.
Is this like a first for boxing, or did they didn't do this shit back in the day?
No. If you weren't a boxer, you didn't box.
Like, like these celebrity boxers, like you never saw Michael Keaton get in the fucking
yes, they
ring.
Did. What are you talking about?
Who? Then who? Tell me.
Muhammad Ali versus Gorilla Monsoon.
Okay.
Oh,
they've been doing stuff like that, bro.
Okay. It doesn't seem as constant as it is nowadays.
But you see how when you said that, that's when I remembered that, because that type of stuff was forgettable because nobody made a big deal out of it. It was something done for promotion or something like that. Like they're making a big deal out of this, like, yo, it's Floyd Mayweather and Logan. Like, this is a spectacle. This is some shit to watch and laugh at. Hopefully, Floyd don't get knocked out because then that just fucks up his whole legacy. But other than that, when it comes to checking for boxing, my next check for boxing is July 24th when Fury Wilder 3 goes down. That's my next boxing match to watch. This shit tomorrow is cool. I want to see what happens.
I hope Floyd.
That's it.
I don't want Floyd to play with this guy, man. I want Floyd to like make quick work of him, box his head in early, make the ref stop it, because I don't even want chance.
I don't even think it's gonna go down like that, man. I really don't. I think
Floyd gonna show off that
they're gonna dance around each other on some
those
bullshit.
The rules that I sent y'all, those are the real rules.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no ref, or what is that? No judge, no judges.
Yeah.
What is that? And then they said there's no winner. It says something like there's no winner, or like.
Here we go. No winner and no judges.
Mm-hmm.
No knockouts allowed. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Because if you get knocked out, look, that's not allowed. You got to stand up. 3-minute rounds, 10-ounce gloves, no headgear, and weight limits. What is weight limits? What are they talking about? Weight limits?
How is there no winner or loser? I don't understand.
Because it's an exhibition. It's not. Basically, I'm guessing they're saying Floyd probably put that in the contract just in case he lose. He doesn't become 50.
That's
what that shit is.
God. Yeah.
Yep. You
if
know
you're
that's
the
what
best, it is. If you supposed to be the GOAT, what are you doing, bro? He's a fucking jabroni. Knock his ass out.
And Logan Paul agreed to that because he's getting a substantial bag.
Of course he is. And this is only gonna make his YouTube even bigger than what it already is.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna be getting that YouTube money even more now. That's corny.
But so Floyd can say, well, he might have dropped, but I ain't lose. I'm still 50 and up. That's real. That's all that is. You know that's what it is. But yeah, the next boxing match I'm checking for is Fury Wilder 3. And I wish Wilder would just like, yo, man, just shut the fuck up, bro. Don't.
What did he say? I didn't even. You sent it to the group.
Can commit a murder? Like, yo, don't do that.
Yeah,
shit.
he said he can legally kill him.
He said what?
Yeah, what he just said. I can legally kill Tyson Fury on July 24th. Like, don't start talking like that.
And Tyson Fury can legally pop your eardrum again, knock your ass motherfucking silly, grab you, and make you fucking tired with all of his weight, and beat you 2 times in a row. And now, in the fans' eyes, you ain't shit.
That's what I'm saying, man. Don't just
don't
be quiet,
talk. Just go into the ring and put that work in, man.
Yeah. Because like I said, like he's been working, yo. I will say this new trainer that he got, he looks real light on his feet now. He's moving. He's not so flat-footed now. So I'm hoping all of that translates in the ring and he stays because this is the thing. You can do all this stuff in training and make it look good, but when you get into the real life situation, if you don't keep discipline, you're gonna go right back to your old self. Your feet gonna get flat and you're gonna start looking for one punch, and that's gonna be it, yo. You got to stick to the game plan. So I'm hoping that he stays disciplined enough, and if this one is entertaining at least.
You know how many
last
times
one that shit wasn't entertaining.
You know how many times I've been playing Street Fighter and I go in training mode and I could do that crazy ass 11 hit combo all the time, but when it comes to an actual match, I'm with the 3-piece, Hadouken, and that's it. I don't even try it.
Yeah,
it's the same shit. Weird comparison, but it's the same shit.
Nah, cause you know, I got that C Viper down on video.
You ain't hit that shit
live
on me once.
Yo, I got through most of it except for the when you was living in Roselle, I got through like half of it. I missed the second. Come on, I almost had that shit though. But it's just in a way it's the same thing. You gotta like. Hopefully he just stays disciplined, man. Like don't get on that. All right, I gotta get this one punch shit now. Don't start that wild fucking gorilla punching shit. Like stay focused, man.
But that's what he knocks cats out with, though.
But and to his credit, yeah. But that's one thing that even before he started switching up his game, that I always had a problem with. Like, I understand you smell blood, so you just want to pound their head off. I get it. But you catch the wrong one like that. Like, I forget what fight it was, and it wasn't even no big names, but I know y'all seen the clip. When dude was going in on old boy, and my man swung up and hit one punch and knocked his mouthpiece out and put him on the canvas. I showed y'all that clip. Y'all gotta remember that clip.
That was a Wilder clip?
No. It was 2 like no names, but what it was is he had got me. He had dropped my man. My man got up. He started wilding on him. And this dude had one Hail Mary punch. And he swung it because when you're doing this, your whole shit is open. And my man swung and hit him, and his mouthpiece flew out, and he went down, and he was out. Like, you catch the wrong one, the same shit's gonna happen to you. Like, if you want to put, you know what I'm saying, put the beats on him, you got him up against the ropes, then get tight, get in there and put the beats on him. Because as hard as you hit, you don't need to swing from the fences. You hit a motherfucker with a 1-inch punch, you probably gonna drop him as hard as you hit. So
it's like the moment that Wilder smells blood,
he just starts wild.
Hockey.
Yeah, he starts
like
wild.
when he was fighting Ben Stavine, the second fight, and like he knocked him down the first time, and then Stavine got up and Wilder was just standing there with his arm just like this and just going crazy, and he knocked him out again, and then like the ref grabbed him like whoa, and then he was like, get off me, to the ref and all. It's like, bro,
yeah, it's too much.
Slow your roll for a
Meanwhile, you knocked him down a second time through his guard with something very simple. 1-2.
Word. It wasn't no crazy. It was pop. That's like slow your roll.
That was like when who was that, yo? George Foreman, when he hit, who was that dude he fought when he got the title when he was mad old? The last time he got the title. He hit Michael Moore with that just like Lennox hit Rockman with that that simple 1-2, yo, because you hit hard enough. Keep it simple, bro. And then when that right shows his face, just put it on him. It's a fucking freight train on your arm. You don't need to, because somebody gonna hit you with that Hail Mary punch and your whole jaw is gonna be exposed. So I'm hoping to see more discipline, man. I'm hoping to see a lot of this focus and stuff that I've been seeing in these videos from his training camp. And, you know, either way it go, I'm still a Wilder fan, but if he can pull out a nice victory, that really sets him up for some great things, man.
It's going to be very, very, very interesting next month. I mean, tomorrow's just for fun, honestly. Next month, this is when shit get live. Because the winner of this fight, now we can kind of like project where the next fights are going to land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Anthony Joshua got this in-between joint. So whoever wins this Fury fight, most likely it's going to be versus Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, we get to see, we get to see Wilder. Hopefully, Wilder wins. We get to see Wilder versus Joshua in like 2025. Because you already know.
Yeah.
They're going to take forever.
Dance around that shit.
We got a couple more things on the docket, but as promised last week, y'all, I think it's time for the next segment. God damn it. What the fuck with Smills?
Okay. So the next thing that we said we're going to talk about was what was it? What's the name of that religion? Scientology?
Yes.
And how it what are you guys' thoughts on the Scientology and how it came about? Because you know that religion just came about like in the 80s. Mm-hmm. So how do you just come up like with a religion? Is this recognized globally? Like what is the thing with that? How does that work? Can you just come up with anything and just because you make up some type of belief that kind of makes sense, you can make it a religion? Is that what we're doing now?
Hey, we was talking about Jim Jones last week.
Yeah.
The real Jim Jones.
Yeah.
But that's kind of crazy to me because you know where this all started from, right?
What's that?
With the L. Ron Hubbard and that book Diagnetics, and
okay,
you remember those commercials when you was a kid?
Yeah,
Diagnetics. That's what this all started from, and now we have this whole crazy big religion, and it's gaining steam, bro.
It's been gaining steam.
That's what I'm saying. But how does it gain steam when it's fake?
Because anything can be made the truth if enough people believe in it. You know what I'm saying?
What is the thing?
If I'm going to go into my religion bag, bro, then I'm going to tell you right now, and this is going to sound very unpopular. For the most part, most religion is fake. Now hear me.
No, hold up.
Okay,
this
go
is
for
the
it.
Part that we're going to build on.
Go for it.
With other religions, there's doctrines that have been found. Now, whether we alter the message of the doctrines or if we don't have the complete message of the doctrines and how we fuck religion up past that point is one thing. Where is the doctrines to prove this Scientology stuff?
The aliens left them.
It's going off of like hypothesis from like hieroglyphs and stuff like that. I mean, it sounds good. I like to believe in the Anunnaki and all of that type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
explain the Anunnaki for people who don't know.
I even have a hard problem like with the Anunnaki and the whole correlation with the Elohim. It's so many different branches of it to where the story can get twisted in so many different ways. And that's why I don't understand the push behind the Scientology to where it's taken seriously, so to say. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that it should be taken serious, but that's just my thing. But I want to hear what y'all thoughts are.
G, you want to go first?
I mean, for me, from what I took from it, from just the things that I saw with especially the high profile and the celebs from it, to me, Scientology is just another cash grab, yo. In my opinion, it's like I said, you can make anything the truth if you can get enough people to believe in it, and that's where that whole realm sits for me. And as you get people to believe in it, especially when you bring in high profile people like how Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes were the faces of that shit.
John Travolta was in it.
Yeah.
When
we were speaking about Leah Remini, she was in it, but she got her ass out of it and exposed it. because she got a whole show on I think it's on Netflix actually that she got into. It was actually on A&E, but like the thing is, that's what I'm saying. It's, to me, it's more, it gives off more cultist vibes than anything.
Yes, that's
what
what
it
it
gives
kinda
off
comes
to me.
off to me.
A cultist, it gives me cultist vibes, and I feel like it's a cash grab. That's how
Have
I
you ever
interpret
seen The Building
it. Yeah,
in New York, in Manhattan?
I haven't seen it personally. I seen it on TV when I was watching her show.
It's a big ass building. It looks
Yeah.
like a museum, son.
Cash grab, yo. Because
Yeah.
we're, you know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. And like, just like we was talking about Jim Jones and all of that, taking people's minds, especially people who are very, how can you say,
Gullible.
very easily, gullible to put it in layman's terms, but people like that who are very easily impressed, and to make them, you know, to take advantage of that just to get cash from them, because it's a cash grab, yo. Let me make up this quote unquote religion and make people believe in it so much that they just start throwing money at it.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm about to make up my own religion. It's called biotology. Basically, with the biotology religion, each person is their own planet. And all of our cells and like all of the microorganisms on your body, those are the inhabitants and stuff like that. So that's why I don't believe that there can be interstellar travel, because the microbes from my body can't reach the microbes from your body because I won't allow it to.
Oh my
So are we
God.
going to go with biotology? Are you going to be in my church?
Absolutely.
Biotology.
I ain't giving you
Let's
my
do
bread,
it.
son. Don't hear that shit.
Let's make it happen. We can get the whole world to go with that, man.
My whole thing behind it is, I'm gonna be the unpopular one when it comes to some stuff, but this is just me, and you know, hey, love it or hate it, I don't really care. This world needs religion. We need religion. We
Smoke on
need, because religion and the Bible and all of that stuff gives us the path that we're supposed to walk on in order to be good people and potentially live fulfilling lives. Now, with the Scientology thing, the whole existence of aliens, and you know, I believe it. I believe it. Bringing that into religion and all of that, and I don't really know like the specific beliefs behind Scientology. I just know that aliens and the worshiping of aliens or something like that is like a part of it or whatever. Look, at the end of the day, if somebody joins Scientology and they feel fulfilled in life and it helps them live a better life, yo, more power to you. I don't care what you believe. I don't even care if you believe in Satanism. I watched a whole documentary on Satanism, and a lot of
There's
these people
out there that's on that wave too.
a lot of people out there who are Satanists, they're not necessarily bad people. And also, it's not necessarily an FU to God or Christ or anything like that. It's just another way of thinking.
No,
That-
it also when it comes to that Satanism, depending on what level you're talking about with it, it could be a misunderstanding. Whereas there were a lot of African ways before Christianity and all of that, like a lot of African beliefs and stuff like that, when they broke down what they were studying under African beliefs and stuff like that, they interpreted as like devil worshiping and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole thing behind the whole Satan and it being mixed up, and the way Christianity, it's a whole, like you could do a whole big study on that, and like how they mix up the whole concept of Satan, so to say.
Yeah, like Satanists ain't out here like sacrificing goats and killing horses and shit in a big ass bonfire and like chanting.
There's no such thing as no red man with horns.
Right. It's good and bad, and it's written in the Bible for all of us to ingest and then to use that in our daily life. If there was no Bible, then we wouldn't know if killing was right or wrong. Even though we all do have that instinct. I know I don't want to kill you, G, Bible or not, because it feels wrong.
Yeah.
But some people need the Bible to tell them, don't cheat on your wife.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
So that's my whole thing about it. Whether you believe in Scientology, Smills, if you want to start biotology, I'll join it as long as what you're preaching is helping me live a better life. That's all I care about.
I mean, that's just something to think about when I'm having my grapes and asparagus moment. So, but that's one of those things, man.
There you have it. What the fuck was Smells?
Rounding out episode 12, we got some movie news here. I just want to talk about real quick. The Conjuring 3 is out. Who's hyped for it? Smills, I know you hyped.
Well, I'm not in that universe like that. I never saw the Annabelle. I was never really big on that Conjuring thing. I more so want to see A Quiet Place 2, man. You talking about the
son, and that's based on quote unquote true events. That's
I don't
all
believe
in your
that.
bag, yo.
I don't believe that, bro. I don't put, and that could be something that we talk about on another What the Fuck Smells, but when it comes down to possession and stuff like that, I have my things with that, man.
Do you believe in good possession?
I don't believe in possession, period.
All right, let me ask you a question real quick. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it way back. You remember when I first met you, a couple months after I first met you, and we at work, and my sister started to work at the job for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was telling you about how after there was a tragedy that happened in my family, we're all at church, right? Gee, you may not know this story. We're all at church, and the pastor calls my family up to the altar. We're all holding hands, and the pastor is praying on us. Next thing you know, my grandfather starts to shake and starts to bust out in the little two-step that we know so very well when people quote unquote catch the Holy Ghost. And then my grandfather stopped doing what he was doing. His head just fell and he was just like, and it sounded like he was mumbling. The pastor put the mic to my grandfather. My grandfather was speaking in Latin, in quote unquote tongues. He don't know Latin. Okay, fine. For one reason or another, my grandfather then, very zombie-like, walked over to this dude who was in the group with our family, who wasn't a believer like that, but my grandfather didn't know this. Homeboy told us that. He was like, I'm gonna come with y'all to church because I'm gonna ride with y'all, but I don't really fuck with it like that. Cool. My grandfather walks over to him, touches him on the head in the middle of church. God is my witness. Touches him on the head, and the dude passed out in front of all of us. Now, I'm 15, standing there like, what the fuck just happened? Smills, you didn't believe that story. You was like, get the fuck out of here, I don't believe you. I told you to go over to the other side of Central Station and ask my sister, and you did, and she told you the exact same story. Now,
the only thing that I'm gonna take is y'all were young at the time. You might be misremembering the exact scenario.
Ooh, I'm gonna stop you right there.
It could be.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I remember it very vividly. And
You're gonna say that.
I was 16 and my sister was in her 20s though, bro. It wasn't like some old shit that happened when we were 7. All I'm saying.
I don't know if that shit was staged, bro. Like I'm sorry. My thing is, I believe in spirits and all of that, but I just don't believe in the it coming into contact with the flesh like that.
So you're saying that that it was a jukes between the pastor and the grandfather
and my grandfather
that came,
who barely speak English, who barely speak, and this was a white pastor.
All right, so let me ask you this:
Yeah,
who confirmed that what your grandfather was doing wasn't mumbling? Who confirmed and translated what he was saying?
Translated it? Nobody
Yeah.
translated it.
Exactly.
Nobody
That's
translated
all I'm
it.
gonna say.
All I'm saying is that they told us, or the pastor looked at us and was like, he's speaking in Latin right now.
Of course he's gonna say that.
Right.
Because he wants you to believe what's going on right now.
Although, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, and thinking back on it now, were you putting that bug in my head, I might concede, but this would have to be a very, very elaborate plan between the pastor and my grandfather. And one thing I'm going to tell you about my grandfather, may he rest in peace, he wasn't that kind of guy. He just wasn't.
But then didn't you say your homie passed out too when he touched him?
He walked
So
over
your
to
homie
him,
was part of the juke still.
touched him on the
That's
head.
what it seems like.
And
When
dude
y'all
fell
going
back.
through something at that point in time when your family was trying to force you to go to church?
It wasn't even, they wasn't even really forcing me like that. All I'm saying is that this is what I saw. Just saying.
I mean,
Now,
like I said,
I've been to churches, hold on, I don't mean to cut you off. I've been to churches where people catch the motherfucking Holy Ghost, and next thing you know, they crip walking and doing all this motherfucking shit,
yeah.
throwing up gang signs, and it's like, get the fuck
the
outta
magic
here. That's
jacket
corny.
slaps.
That's corny. Taking off their jacket, smacking the congregation, everybody passing out. That's corny. But what I saw with my own two eyes is undeniable, whether it was a hoax or not, and that's kind of crazy. But
I mean, like I said, the whole two different dimensions intermingling is what gets me. I'm weird to the point where I actually do believe so strongly in spirits and souls and stuff like that nobody can't tell me anything other than that shit really exists. But as far as interacting with the flesh, I don't believe that. And this is why I'm going to the thing like with the Conjuring. I don't believe shit like that or the Amityville Horror or the Exorcist is real for the simple fact that going by those stories, this is a thing that's been going on in mankind forever, right? But right now we're in the year 2021 with the best footage, the best video, the best cameras, the best everything. And you're telling me that we still can't see anything? By now, I want to see an exorcism, bro.
Like you want somebody to put it on
I want to
Facebook
see
Live type shit.
I want to see somebody. I want to see on film someone that's possessed. Why can't I see that? You get what I'm saying? So until that can be confirmed, I'm never gonna believe that those two dimensions are intermingling. Once somebody's gone from this realm, son, they can't touch you physically.
I don't disagree with you, bro.
I don't even think they got time to do that. Like, you got a whole fucking universe ahead of you. Why the fuck you want to stay on this boring ass planet? You've been here for whatever years you was here anyway.
This is really a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
A whole nother, because we can.
Yeah, this will get heavy.
Don't get me. Don't let me
heavy.
open up this bag right now, because it's gonna be a very long bag.
Because I got my input on that is that I don't necessarily disagree with the involvement of spirits in the universe, but I do feel that you're communicated with, not necessarily. Like, I've never had a moment where I felt like something was in me, but I would say for myself, like especially through dreams, that's where it lies for me. Like, I've had
That's when you go into another
like,
dimension. That's when you can enter other dimensions.
But that's what I'm saying. It's one of those things where that's kind of what I believe in, because I've had and that, as we all like to call it, deja vu or whatever. But I've had moments, not like everybody has a deja vu moment, but I've had moments where it's like, yo, there's something definitely familiar about what's happening right now. And I think that's for me, it's like the dreams and things, those interconnect when it comes to, certain parts and facets of your life. Or for me, that I've had moments,
you can get a message from a spirit through your dream and stuff like that. I believe that.
Yeah.
So hold on.
Because
so Smills, you believe that a spirit can give you a message through your dreams, but not when you're awake?
No, because when you're awake, when you're asleep, you're in a different your brain and your mind and your soul is in a different place. You're not in the earthly realm at that point in time.
Yo, we done turned this pod into Bro Sanchez.
We really did.
We really did, yo.
Shout out to Bro Sanchez.
Shout out, yo. Oh man, Bro Sanchez. That motherfucker funny. But yeah, that's a whole conversation
bag,
for a whole nother day. The last thing that I got, and you guys might appreciate this. So the Flash movie, it's still gonna happen, but the Flash movie is going to dive into the multiverse theory. Now, what's cool about this is that Ben Affleck is going to be in the Flash movie as Batman. However, there's going to be a moment where the Flash is going to travel to Earth 89 through the multiverse, and he's going to meet Batman, played by Michael Keaton.
That's kind of dope.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, y'all gave me crickets just now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand.
That's kind of dope.
I'm trying to understand exactly what that means, yo.
Because Michael Keaton was Batman in the 1989 movie.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that. But what I'm saying is that he's traveling through a movie multiverse.
Wait, is that Wonder Woman 84 a multiverse?
No.
Like what is? Okay.
No. He, like, the Flash has always been able to travel through the multiverse to other Earths and stuff like that. If you watch the Flash television show on CW, he does that a lot. There's like 4 or 5 different Flashes in that show. They're just from different and this is apparently they're taking that right there and they're putting it into the movie. And that would be crazy. Like, he sees Michael Keaton. If he fuck around and sees Val Kilmer and George Clooney, that should be crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
But then how are they gonna do that though? Like I'm guessing on some CGI shit, like how they did Coming to America 2 when they went back to the club type shit.
They could do it a bunch of different ways. He could go and he could see Michael Keaton could be older, but he could still be Batman. And like it could be like the animated movie that I know both of you two didn't watch that I suggested, The Dark Knight Returns, where it's an old Batman. They could do that.
Okay. DC trying, man. They done got with this multiverse shit. DC trying, yo.
They just need to get Zack Snyder the hell out of there, yo. But I digress. That's all I got, gentlemen.
Yeah, that wraps it up. I have my box of news for the day. And I mean, other than that, like I was saying before the podcast, yo, shouts to Rosenberg, man. That album that he put out is pretty tight. I gotta finish it, but the mixing that he did of mainstream and well-known hip-hop artists with the underground, a lot of stuff that he plays, because he do the late night show on on Sundays on Hot 97.
Yeah, well, what's it called?
Yeah,
late.
Yeah.
And to all those people out there that say he's a culture vulture and all that, like, yo, y'all need to stop, yo.
Why? Because he's white? That's
yeah.
The fuck. Is Eminem a culture vulture?
Exactly. I ain't hear nobody, and that's the funny thing. His name was never brought up in none of those conversations.
You listen to Rosenberg on Drink Champs, Rosenberg would talk anyone under the table about hip hop.
They called Leo Cohen a culture vulture, and he could talk anyone under the table with hip hop too.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, stop looking at stupid stuff, or you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude been in the game a long time, yo. Much respect.
Yeah, man.
Much respect.
I fucks with him. He's a wrestling dude.
Yeah, he does a little bit of everything. He do wrestling. He do sports on ESPN.
Yeah.
On Hot 97. He got the podcast with Sight for Sound.
Yo, he's on the damn Michael King show.
Yes.
He's getting a lot of bags.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
A lot of bags.
Yeah, Rosenberg's the man. But all right, y'all. Any last words before we cut it?
Nah, man, as always, man, stay safe, stay healthy. Everybody, take care of yourselves. Let's watch this debauchery tomorrow.
Yeah.
And see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's predictable though.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Just seeing what happens to Ocho Cinco, but
Yeah, next week we gonna be talking about it, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, stay safe, stay happy. You already know all the great stuff, and thank you for watching or listening, and we will be back next week. Have a great week, everyone.
That's right. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to Trash Talk with GGS. See y'all next week.